Hello, welcome back to some more Higurashi When They Cry. Last time, I did something good. That's right, I did something good, didn't I? I felt hot tears coming from my eyes. Don't you all remember the last time you did something good when it just always makes you tear up, doesn't it? And that's when I first realized that the exhaustion I'd been feeling was actually guilt. Like, killing someone, that's reasonable. The blade of guilt, for a while now, had just been scraping away with its tip, hurting my heart. It hurt so bad I couldn't stand it. It was throbbing painfully. It hurt so much, it was so painful, that I cried. Aww. I cried tears of joy. It was so painful that you cried tears of... Are you a masochist? I didn't know why really anymore. I just cried. My tears fell and fell. So I stood there for a while, coming to terms with those warm tears. My heart was comforted a little. Alright, Keiichi, my battle. That's enough. There's nothing to regret or feel ashamed about. Both my body and mind were thoroughly exhausted, and that was a fact. It was only natural I couldn't feel anything. Even tomorrow, and the day after that, I might not be able to feel anything for a while. But there was one thing that was true. Oh, that is? It was the undisputable fact that I had saved Satoko. One day, we would surely be rewarded. What, are you turning into Gollum now? Like, yes, you will surely be rewarded. Gollum. One day, I would be proud of how distressing an enterprise I had undertaken to get Satoko to smile back. Oh, I'm guessing maybe Satoshi? And so that I could wait for that day, I had to put the finishing touches on this night. If I left it undone, everything I'd accomplished today would be for naught. I looked back up at the sky, which didn't look like it would stop raining anytime soon. Then I rubbed my eyes and summoned forth energy from my core again. How long did I plan on spacing out? This isn't the time for daydreaming. Someone could find that corpse this very moment. That pessimistic thought was the proof the very natural emotion of fear had returned to me. As I allowed the fear to spur me onwards, I went to look for the other shovel and the lantern inside the storage room. I was fortunate. I remembered what it looked like around the street light the body was near. With how dark it was quite possible I wouldn't have been able to look for it either. I didn't realize that when I left the place, so the idea of memorizing the spot hadn't even crossed my mind. And that's why I had to call it fortunate that I managed to get back to the body like this. The corpse was now located in a big muddy puddle. Half of the thing had already sunk into the swamp-like pool of water. I only realized afterward that there was an unused irrigation channel right nearby clogged with fallen leaves and dirt. There was rainwater flowing in from there. My shoes had been awash with water for a long time now, so without any hesitation I stepped into the puddle. The whole muddy stream started flowing back, luckily. I couldn't leave any slight traces, like bloodstains. The rain was like a blessing from heaven. I checked around me, paying very close attention, then turned off the lantern. It became pitch black, but my eyes got used to the darkness in a few moments, and once I managed to reach the street light on the other side, I was able to make out even faint lights. I stuck the shovel into the puddle right next to the corpse. The ground was even looser here than I had thought, and the shovel's tip easily slid inside it. I had to hurry and dig. If I took too much time, I might lose my energy and strength again. It felt almost like digging a hole in the sand of the beach. It was easy to dig, but no matter what, muddy water kept flowing in, covering the hole. The digging wasn't going as well as I'd hoped. I dug and dug, and the water would go in, so I couldn't get a sense of how deep it was. The only way for me to measure it was to bury my own foot in the mud. Isn't he using the shovel? Can't he use the shovel to measure it? I'm digging just fine. It's alright. Don't be disheartened. Dig, dig, dig. Occasionally a car would come by on the road, and I would hurry to hide myself in the trees. Everyone was only passing through. They wouldn't have their eyes peeled in this kind of darkness. I understood it logically, but I still couldn't help but hide. What I was really scared of wasn't quite that one of those cars would coincidentally happen to witness me here. It was at the distance I could spot the cars from was getting gradually shorter. At first I noticed splashing sounds from really far away as cars drove through them. I started noticing them less and less, and with the car that just passed by, I didn't notice it until its headlights were upon me. I felt my senses growing duller by the second. Someone were to take a peek in secret, as I was burying the body at the worst possible time, maybe I wouldn't even notice. The moment I thought that, I took a good look all around me. I roused all my half-asleep senses and searched for signs of presence nearby. What if I found out someone was spying on me from the trees? Big what if? A carnivorous feeling snarled at me, glaring. If there was, then I would dig another hole. I'd come this far already. In order to achieve perfection, I didn't care how much more I had to pay. I didn't know what kind of face I was making at the time, but it was definitely a fervently glaring one. My five senses reached the conclusion that nobody was present. I didn't breathe a sigh of relief. How long had I been digging this mud out of here? It was deep enough to go up to my knees. Maybe this was enough. Maybe I'd throw the corpse in as a test. I swallow, getting my breathing under control. Despite how much I'd beaten him, I was afraid of touching the corpse. So instead, I dragged it by the feet to the hole. It took more than just a waggle and a tug to do it. But of course it did. Considering this man's weight, it was easily 80 kilograms. I rallied all my strength and dragged him. At this point, my groundless fears that he might suddenly start moving again had vanished long ago. His body fit perfectly into the muddy hole. It was more than deep enough. Alright, let's bury him. Quickly, quickly, quickly. If I did a perfect job of burying it here, everything would be over. I would hide it in the hole, and none of this would ever have happened. When I realized I only had a little farther to go to finish everything, I was racked with pointless anxiety, like I was in a race against time. It was like I was absorbed in a delusion that if I didn't bury the body quickly, it might come back to life. In any case, in a great rush, I poured mud and dirt into the hole. If I didn't work efficiently, someone might find me here. Till now, I figured if someone saw, I'd just kill them, but not anymore. I was wrestled with such absolute fear that if someone saw me, it would all be over. Once I finished the work off, it was a total mess. Splish, splash, squish, squash. I drew the surface of the shovel across the ground, trying to make it flat. I was completely covered in mud at that point. The rain washed the mud off my body, but not off my now blackened clothing. My body and mind were caked with panic, with fear, with rain and sweat and mud. My shoulders heaving, I threw down the shovel and sat down in the mud. I was so exhausted that I wanted to lie down right here and sleep. It was over. This time, for real, it was over. The man was now at the bottom of the wet dirt. Right at this moment, there were traces of this place had been dug up, but the rain and flowing muddy water would completely cover it all within moments. Yes, it was over.
やったやったぞクソったれ
Which then leads to someone discovering him. Can I make out what the music is in the background? It's a bit too soft. That's that one. And then I fell over backwards, face up in the mud. Raindrops pelted my face without mercy, but I didn't care. After staying there for a while, resting my mind, I got up again. It was over. So let's go home. You already buried the whole thing. Now it's like it never happened. It never happened, so there's no reason for me to stay out here and get rained on. I wobbled to my feet. I wouldn't use the shovel anymore. I considered disassembling it, but I didn't have the strength in my absolute exhaustion. I didn't really need to take it apart anyway. Dragging the shovel behind me, I headed towards the light. I stood up my bike, which had been laying in the grass by the road. I didn't know how I was going to get the still assembled shovel into the front basket. I put the shovel down the back of my shirt like I'd done with the baseball bat. And like the bat, the corner of it was on my back, making it very painful. Plus, if I relaxed my posture even a little, it would fall out behind me. I ended up having to carry the shovel in my left hand and ride my bike using only my right hand. And if someone sees you like that, that's gonna be suspicious. I mean, with it folded up in the front, at least it's less suspicious. You were just caught out by the rain. Not only was I in a state of total exhaustion, this was a downpour. One hand on the handlebars. I was swaying to and fro like a drunk. It never rains, it pours. But I didn't care. Even swaying like this, I got a little closer to home every time I pedalled. Yeah, that's right. I saw two lights swaying slowly in front of me. I think you're the one that's swaying, not the lights. A car was approaching. Oh no, I need to get out of the way. From far away in the shadows of the darkness, a car appeared. Its dazzling lights washed over me. The driver made a short honk with the horn to inform me I was in the middle of the road. I have to get out of the way. I kept telling myself that, but not only was I riding one-handed, I was exhausted, so I couldn't do anything. This is where he dies. Wobble, 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 wobble. I meandered about, not going to the right or to the left. The driver decided to swerve out of the way right in front of me. Without lowering its speed much, steadily came towards me. Its outline grew larger in my vision, and telling myself again that I really needed to get out of the way, I jerked the handlebars one direction, then lost my balance and fell over, bike and all. My whole body splayed out, and one foot got caught in the bike. This was seriously bad. My drowsiness quickly vanished, and just as a cold sweat broke out on my skin, the driver recklessly spun a wheel to the left, made a counterclockwise U-turn, and came right up to me and stopped. The driver's seat door opened, and the driver came out. "You idiot, what are you doing here? I was pretty sure someone would yell at me like that."
あらあら
Oh.
誰かと思えば
It was a woman's voice, and one I knew. I lifted my face off the ground and looked at her.
高野さんこんばんは
Oh, I don't know how to describe you anymore.
月の綺麗な夜ね
What?
前原くん
It was raining far too hard to see the moon. Takana-san unfolded an umbrella and smiled as she spoke. That smile was, for some reason, uncanny, like she'd seen right through me. I mean, I get the feeling that that's definitely possible. Out of all the people I could have met, I got the sudden feeling this was the only one I wanted to see the least.
こんな時間にどうしたのかしら傘もささずに全身ずぶ濡れの泥まみれでそれは何
A shovel. Now what would you be using a shovel for?
シャベル
She'd come here via car. Or Rio. She wouldn't have known what I was just doing. And yet, she smiled, as though she knew everything. Maybe say that you didn't have an umbrella and you were trying to make do with a shovel. She always makes that mysterious looking smile, remember? Don't let her onto anything, lest you dig your own grave.
噂じゃあなたゴルフクラブで野球に参加したそうだけど
You know, you might still have a chance. Maybe.
そのシャベルもつまりはそういうこと
Nah, the shovel's an umbrella.
傘の代わりってわけかしら
Oh dear. I wasn't expecting that. I should tell a good lie here. If I could just do that, things would work out.
レナと宝探しにダム現場に行った時にこれを忘れてきちゃったんですよ。
You're not going to go with the umbrella? Shame on you. Shame on you. You should have just gone with the umbrella. Let's be honest here. Right, everyone? You all agree with me.
ふーんそれをこの土砂降りの中取りに行ったわけ
家を出た時は降るとは思いませんでしたので。
あら降り出したのは結構前よあなたずいぶん前から表にいるのね
まあほっつき歩いてましたから。
それにしたってあなた向こうからこっちに向かってきたんでしょ
Which I'm guessing is not in the direction of the dam.
ダムとは場所も方向も正反対よ
Takana-san was clearly aware that something exceedingly abnormal was happening with me. And she played her little word game. And as she played her little word games, she was enjoying driving me into a corner. Does she want to die that much? Like, seriously. Maybe she had a vague guess, just from the situation of what I'd been doing. My timing really sucked. To run into her, of all people, of all the times. At the very end, I could only be frustrated at my terrible luck. I'd done so much, and the end was literally right around the corner. See guys, you really should have just gone with the umbrella approach. So why at the very end did I run into her, of all people? What do you do, Keiichi Maebara? You're still holding something that could be a dangerous weapon. Please tell me he's not going to kill her as well. Will you silence Takano-san? Even if it would be simple to kill Takano-san, dealing with Higurashi coming afterwards would be an issue. I couldn't drive a car. It was completely different from a motorbike. But even if a car was here, as long as there was no proof I'd killed her. Oh dear. Is he just gonna keep killing people? More and more of them? Yes. And tonight's downpour, without any prior planning, or by coincidence, a hit and run. As long as I didn't drop any handkerchiefs with my initials on them, they would never know I killed her. Yeah, that is totally how that works. Yeah. Black flame quietly smoldered and raged in the core of my body. Please tell me it doesn't ash out. Please tell me he's not going to be an idiot.
怖い顔
You're enjoying it.
いじめすぎちゃったかしら
Tease, implying you already knew from the get-go. Takano-san started to laugh by herself, then thankfully stopped talking about it. The dark clouds in my mind didn't go away.
それはそうと
The fact that the music stopped. No, the music hasn't stopped. Okay.
いつまで自転車にまたがったまま地面に這いつくばってるつもりそろそろどいてくれるかしら
If I moved, she would leave. So I tried to get the bicycle up and out of the way, then twisted my ankle in it and fell over. There was a sharp pain in the ankle I twisted. This is nonsense. A sprained ankle? Now?
あら大丈夫ひょっとしてひねっちゃった
Takano-san squats down and takes a good look at the ankle I keep rubbing. She compares it to my facial expression, apparently trying to gauge how bad the wound was.
立てる
Apparently not. I didn't expect to, but I couldn't even stand up. It was all I could do to shamelessly wriggle on the ground like a caterpillar. Takano-san looked at her watch, then at the car, and after thinking for a moment, opened the passenger seat window. Then gave me his shoulder to stand up with.
家まで送るわなんだか私が跳ねたみたいで嫌な気持ちだけどね
すみません
見捨てるのも気の毒だし私が優しい人でよかったわね
I'm not sure I would call you a nice person. And nobody good has ever called themselves a nice person. But that would have been a terrible thing to say to someone holding me up like this. Huh, how strange. It looks so surprisingly similar to Oishi-san's car. I took Takano's hands and sat down in the passenger seat. Takano-san went around the back and looked at my bike on the ground.
自転車は後日ってことにはならない？
I could clearly tell from her face that she thought it would be pain, since it would be heavy and it would get her car dirty. But my bike has the name Maibara written on it. I couldn't leave it out here like this.
なんとか車に詰めませんか？ないと困るんで。
トランクはもういっぱいなの。
Full of what? I am slightly creeped out by her.
後部座席なんかに積んだらシートが泥で汚れちゃうわ。まあ、あなたを乗せた時点でもう十分に汚れてるんだけれども。
I turned back to the back seat, and someone's folding bicycle. And I see someone's folding bicycle there already. It still looked big enough to fit my bike in there as well. My expression reflected my thoughts, and the exact thoughts seemed to get through to her.
わかったわわかったわ。積んであげる。今夜だけはお姉さんも優しくしてあげるわ。
Yeah, it would be really nice for just for tonight, with a full trunk. And laughing like that. Takano-san continued with her mean jokes, but she hoisted my bike and loaded it into the back seat for me. The mean jokes were one thing, but couldn't she do something about that eerie smile of hers? And even more importantly than the bike, I didn't want to leave the shovel here. The shovel could be directly connected to the buried body and to me.
ついでで申し訳ないんですけど、シャベルもお願いしていいですか
Takano-san gave me a clearly dubious expression.
シャベル？別にいいけど、大事なもの？
The more I talk, the worse it gets for me. That's how I felt, so I didn't force myself to answer her. Eventually, outlasted by my silence, Takano-san gave a short shrug and sighed.
はいはい、わかったわ。僕はシャベルがないと困っちゃうんでしょ。そんな怖い目しなくてもいいわよ。
Takano-san brought over the shovel that was lying in the middle of the road. I clutched it like I'd never let go of it again. Takano-san watched me with a puzzled look.
じゃ、行くわよ。前原くんのお家って、あの前原屋敷でいいんでしょ？
なんでみんなうちのことを前原屋敷って呼ぶんですか？
だって現にお屋敷じゃない。お金持ちが羨ましいわ。
As she spoke, Takano-san pulled the handbrake and stepped on the gas. After making a skillful U-turn using the shoulder of the road, she steadily increased in speed. From the rear view mirror, that accursed place seemed to melt into the darkness.
慣れた？
Worried, I'm guessing?
すみません。よく聞こえませんでした。今、なんて？
Takano-san suddenly tried to say something to me, but thoughtlessly I didn't catch it. Looking ahead, Takano-san said the same thing one more time.
したい。
Oh. Oh.
上手に埋められた？
I thought my heart might beat out of my chest, but I didn't let it show. I think you did. But my lungs were squeezed tight, They couldn't breathe.
何を言ってるんですか？
こういう山奥に死体を埋めるときはね、結構深く掘らないと野犬とかが匂いを嗅ぎつけて掘り返しちゃうことも多いのよ。
Go into on that note. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And until next time, see ya.